Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're having a look at the Chaos Vindicator that I've just finished painting. It's been quite a nice kit to put together. The only bit that's been a pain is actually doing the hazard stripes, which is not essential to be done, but I thought it adds a bit more interesting points to the model. On the top he's got the Havoc launcher, but I've not attached it and I've made a spare bit at the top, so if I've not got the 5 points for the Havoc launcher, it can be easily exchanged for a different hatch. Again, slightly spiky. Keeping with the Chaos theme, I've put a little Chaos Star on the front of it, give it a bit of chaoticness, but it's come out really well. What I've tried to do for this one, hopefully it'll come out on the camera, is I've painted some dirt along the bottom. And it's on the front of the dozer blade as well. Trying a different technique, seeing if it works. I think it looks alright. It'll marry up to the bases. Put a little bit on the back and got it all over the tyre tracks as well. Not sure how well the camera's picking that up. So I'd like it to marry up to the bases. So it looks more uniform, even though they are all in the same purple paint scheme at all. In game, the Vindicator, I think it's got a lot better. Now, I'm not sure if it's the same in the Loyalist Codex, I'm just completely overlooked it. But in the Chaos Codex, it can take a Vindicator Seed Shield, which means it adds 1 to armor saving throws made, which basically means it has a 2-up armor save. So it also has the Armor of Contempt as well, because it's a Space Marine. Therefore, it's -3 weapons are required to take it to a 4-up save. So it makes it a lot more durable. But the toughness 8 has made it quite a lot tougher and harder to get through. The Vindicator Demolisher Siege Cannon that it has is a heavy D3 +3, which means it's always a minimum of 4, but it can go up to 6 shots. And during the first round of shooting, when you're in the right wanton, 6s will explode, which will be very nice. But what I've found is it's the same price as a Havoc squad with the Mark of Tzeentch, or any mark that you choose. The question is, which one is better? A 12 wound vehicle at toughness 8, which is going to be hard to kill, or 4 las cannons on separate models that have a Mark of Tzeentch, which negates the first damage. The thing is, the Demolisher here, the Vindicator, with the Demolisher cannon, it has a minimum of 4 shots. So at the worst, it's going to do the same, or it's going to do 5 or 6 shots, which is increasing your chances of rolling 6s in the first turn. The downside is it's 24-inch range, so it needs to be hidden at the start and then moved forwards. It does have a 10-inch move, which effectively means it has a 34-inch range for the first round of combat, or first round of shooting, should I say. It just depends. Also, at the minute, it's in my list at 1,000 points. I've swapped out the Cultist and the Obliterator for this one model, and I'll see how that goes in there. I've played one game with it at 2,000 points while proxying a few other things while I'm waiting for them to arrive and get painted, and the Demolisher did really well. The Vindicator, it did really well. It survived the whole game. My opponent underestimated how tough it was, and it did stick around pretty much for the whole game. just slowly chipping things away. So it was very useful. And I think at one point I spent the stratagem where you can shoot into combat, and I think it hit a possessed, but didn't wound it, but it did hit possessed, which was quite funny, and it did kill a couple of the heavy intercessors. Thanks for watching.